Cancer, welcome to your September 2023 bonus reading here. I decided to do an additional reading, like additional monthly reading. So, because right now I'm wondering if I should do the weekly next or if I should do the monthly. And so I'm in an in-between period, so I'm doing a bonus reading. All right, let's see. What's going on with the Cancerians? Let's see. What does Cancer need to know at this time? All right. Let's do it. What do we got, Cancers? You have the Fool card here. I can't remember if okay, yeah. My bad. Let me pull the rest of these cards and then I'll switch back. Because for whatever reason, the light like drowns out the card, so you can't even see it on the overhead. So yeah, but I'll fix it here in a moment. Let's see. Woo! All right, y'all, I kind of get, I don't know if it was you, Cancer, but it feels like I pulled the same cards literally as your last reading that I did for you. Like the exact same cards. Maybe not. Maybe I could be tripping. Maybe it was a different sign. But I see you are definitely going through a process of transformation. I mean, holy moly. Look at this. Let's keep going here. Yeah, I would trust your intuition. Now, hear me out. Where do you feel intuitively led at this time? Because it's interesting. The High Priestess is like diving into your inner world, right? Diving, and going underneath the surface, right? Because Eight of Swords being your advice is telling you not to overthink something, because you may complicate something as more here. But you're definitely in an energy of transformation, that's for sure, with the Death card here, Fool card. And it's interesting, I was just talking about this on my Instagram, so be sure to follow me on Instagram if you haven't, but I was talking about the astrology going on at this time. And, we have the Sun opposed Neptune, we have the Sun starting to make its trine to Pluto as I'm doing this video, right? So there is an energy of self-transcendence going on and also self-transformation. And right now you're having to reevaluate everything in a newer light. And I can see this here in your reading, right? Because the High Priestess is like, you have to dive into your inner world, reformulate, reevaluate things, and look and search for things that you haven't looked for before, right? Because Eight of Swords, like you're trying to, doing the same thing over and over and over is just going to put you in the same position that you've been in, right? But you are in a transformation, that's for sure. But I do see you figuring this out with the Magician card. The Magician is as above, so below. So it's really about how you channel your energies and where you channel your energies to, right? So it's like once you've understood something fully by diving in deep, right, by allowing transformation to happen and not trying to overthink things, it's going to allow you to have the clarity you need. Jesus, why does this not focus? Whatever, you guys can see it. It's going to give you the clarity you need to be able to initiate yourself here, to be able to understand fully, articulate it, and you'll be able to understand what you're doing here. And I see you figuring it out, and you have a lot of options here with the Seven of Cups. You have a lot of desires, a lot of dreams here that you're looking at in the future. And this is really about you manifesting what it is that you want into your life, right? You actually being the creator of your reality and not falling into these kind of pitfalls of you feeling like you don't have control, right? But the Fool card being your overall energy, you are leaping into a new cycle. But the Fool card also is the archetype of Uranus, whatever you want to call it. Oh my God, I told you, I know some of you have Scorpio in your chart. You have this Scorpio transform. Definitely a heavy Scorpio activation going on. There's this defiant sort of energy, you overcoming things and transmuting and transforming here. But that Fool card is the archetype of Uranus, right? So what is Uranus? What does that mean for you, right? Well, Uranus is the first planet outside of Saturn, and Uranus represents on a humanistic level, or humanistic astrology, right? Uranus is the sudden epiphany and urge to pivot, to break outside of your shell, to break outside of your limitations. And you just have to trust yourself, right? You have to trust your inner genius and not be afraid. Take the leap. Neo's hair on this. Because you're definitely in the process of transformation. One thing to be aware of, you do have this Eight of Pentacles. Now, the Eight of Pentacles is the practical intellect. So it's like, you know what it is that you need to do. You don't have to think about anything. Well, search for newer solutions and look at things in a newer lens and approach things with a newer mindset. However, once you do that, you don't need to overthink like whether, having like a full drawn out plan. Like sometimes it's just about allowing yourself to start. And the Eight of Pentacles being here in the position of something that you're unaware of here is like, allow yourself to get to work. Allow yourself to channel your energies into something productive, being productive. The self-transcendence part that's coming through, right? Like what I mean by self-transcendence, it's like having a higher cause or purpose that transcends your own self, right? That like, for instance, this can manifest as religion, but I know like a lot of you guys aren't religious, but I'm trying to give you an example here. It's like you have a higher cause for something that you're doing, right? And it's like your devotion, your service to God or to humanity or whatever the case might be. So you also pulled this card that says everything is as you've created. All you create offers you lessons in life. And we're going to go ahead and clarify. Actually, I got one more oracle card to pull for you. But, you pulled transformation again. That is wild, yo. This is wild. Take a look at that. Look at that. Look. Transformation. Again. Woo. There's some of you, like, there's a deeper lesson that I feel Spirit is wanting you to dive into. Like you can find that meaning, or you can find what it is that you need by searching in your inner world, by connecting to yourself, your inner self. All right, let's clarify this to see exactly what you are leaping into here. I'm just gonna like take it off of that because I'm not sure why it's not focusing. That's Sun opposed Neptune, unfocalization. That's what Sun opposed Neptune is. It can make you slip into a state of disorientation and confusion. So, but the confusion is like, you have to lean into, you have to tune into it. What are you confused about? And look for the answer. The High Priestess. King of Swords here for that full card. Your overall energy is like, you know that you know. And I think it's time for you to take the initiative, to start, to do something, to take a leap of faith, to begin. Clarify this Death card here. You have the Knight of Wands. You are in full force here. It's interesting. There's a really good book called The Graveyard Book. It's by, I think it's by Neil Gaiman. And basically the overall arching theme of it is like, it's about a story about a boy whose family gets murdered, and the boy escapes, and he wanders into a graveyard, or into a cemetery, and the boy meets like the ghost in the cemetery, right? And he's still like a little kid. He's like 3 or 4 or something like that. I think he takes off on his tricycle or something, and he like goes into the he like goes into the cemetery, and then there's like the couple, like a ghost couple, one of them, you know, an older lady and an older gentleman, and they adopt the kid and take care of the kid and raise the kid. Basically, it's about this kid that grows up in a graveyard in a cemetery with ghosts, but he learns a bunch of these crazy life lessons from like the dead, right? And it's interesting because the reason why I'm giving you the context of that book is because with the death card, metaphorically, it's about resurrection, right? It's about transformation. You have transformation here 3 times in this read, 4 if you really want to get into the astrology part of it. And so you're gestating the process of like you're going through the process of metamorphosis, and it's like you're harnessing this, like you have like this huge surge of renewal of an energy here, you know, that Sun trine Pluto that I was talking about, the astrology, right, is transformation. Literally, like it's transformation, it's understanding and being able to cosmically integrate into the whole, right? Understanding like who you are, what it is that you want, your place in the world, your connection to God, your connection to the universe. And I see that here, but it's like you need to lean into your spiritual world here and not think everything through logically. Some of you may have like an intense Gemini placement or an air placement, but I feel like it's like a Gemini energy. Yeah. But let's keep going. You have this King of Wands and the High Priestess here. You got to tap into like your inner authority here, right? You got to trust in your, almost like your spiritual power, and do things for a higher reason. You can do whatever the hell you want. I'm just, you know, reading the cards and giving you guidance. Your advice here is the 8 of Swords, Knight of Pentacles, you know, to practically take action. You know, don't overthink things, because you're just going to put yourself in self-analysis or analysis paralysis. But the Magician, 7 of Cups, boom, I told you, it's like you're manifesting your dreams here in the future. And it's like what you're dreaming of, what you're tapping into, right? Your visions, you're bringing those to life here. Oh, I see you, Cancer. 8 of Pentacles, 7 of Swords is in the position of something that you're unaware of. It's interesting. 7 of Swords, people are always like, oh, it's a cheater, liar, thief card. There's so many more other meanings to the 7 of Swords. It's strategies and tactics, but it's also self-sacrifice, right? For a higher cause, for a higher thing. He's putting himself on the line, right? Because he wants to win. He wants his team to win, right? Because the story of this is like he's actually like stealing swords from an army or some shit like that. But what this is like this is moon in Aquarius, and it's about, in the Sun in Virgo, 8 of Pentacles, it's the sacrifice. It's the having the humility to be of service to somebody else, be of service to something greater than yourself. And I think if you can be aware of that and find like that why, it'll help you transcend and help you get through this transformation even faster. And you'll evolve a lot quicker as well. I think you'll really start to like become more powerful in a way. Nothing wrong with power. Look at that, boom. Your outcome here is you have a lot of dreams, you have a lot of desires, you have a vision for yourself, and you have your wishes coming true here with the 9 of Cups. This is actually a grand trine, a grand water trine here. This is Jupiter in Pisces, or actually, never mind, sorry. It's Jupiter in Pisces, Mars in Pisces, and then you have the Venus in Scorpio here. So if you want to go into like real fucking tarot, right? But I was talking a little bit of shit about kind of the tarot community a little bit, but y'all gotta step y'all's game up, bro. Y'all just be not all of them. There's some really great readers out there, but some of them like, what the fuck? But what this is like you have something so powerful within you and your outcome, like a vision, an understanding, a connection to God or a connection to the divine. There's something almost like a movie playing in your mind about chasing your dreams, and it's like it's giving you like this strength here. Look at that, you got the Six of Wands at the bottom of the deck. But yeah, that's transformation for sure. And I'm gonna pull you an extended outcome here, some extra cards along with this transformation. But it's interesting because I was talking about the tarot community. I understand because I was kind of like that in the beginning. I would watch tarot readers and I would be like, you know, like I would learn from them and I would do it like the way they did it, right, with the meanings and like the definition of the cards. But then once I really started to like want to find my own way of doing it, so I like started reading, studying it, getting into it, understanding it more deeper, right? You realize like one person's way of doing it is one person's way of doing it, right? The way they read. Now, obviously the cards have common meanings, right? That people, that, you know, that obviously, like, you know, the Seven of Cups is like choices and options, right? Or the Magician is about manifestation or manifesting, right? But like there's so much more to it, and like I think people just have taken one way of doing it. Maybe they kind of throw in their own unique twist, but it's kind of like, I don't know if y'all give a shit, but I'm just speaking my mind. But it's really like there's no like genuine authenticity in the read. You know, it's like it's just a reiteration of what everybody else is saying, that everybody else picked up from one person. And it's like, I don't know. I hope you get what I'm saying. I'm pretty sure a lot of you that watch my channel, you know what I'm talking about, right? Like there's certain like original readers and that have their style and way of doing it that they created and that they've mastered, right? And then you have these other readers that just do what they do. Which, whatever, right? I mean, I can empathize. I mean, I kind of did the same shit when I first started off, but then I was like, you know what? If I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do it my way. I don't even know what the fuck I'm. Well, yeah, you get what I'm saying. Yeah. Anyways, so let's take a look at this transformation. You got more growth and abundance in your future. You pulled the Ten of Cups again. Six of Swords, the Empress, and you have the Ten of Cups here. So you're moving away from the transformation, from the tough things that you've had to deal with, and you're moving toward a newer way of life, a newer understanding here. You're getting out of the funk, you're getting out of the rough waters, and you're starting to have more clarity and peace of mind. And you're actually enjoying yourself a lot better here and having the pleasure and stimulation that you've been looking for to enjoy life. And the Ten of Cups being here, it's like life is good. Life is getting better. Whoop. Sorry, I had to like make sure this focuses. So that's what I got. Cancer. Thank y'all for watching. If you liked the video, be sure to leave a thumbs up for your boy, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't yet. Be sure to click the notification button bell as well. It'll notify you whenever I upload the videos, and so that way, like, you'll know whenever I upload. Sometimes I go live, sometimes I record and then upload. So, and the way like YouTube's, like if you go to my channel, there's like sections, right? There's like home, there's like uploads, and then there's shorts, and then there's live. And it's like, it kind of makes it confusing because people will go to the channel and let's just say like you upload and go live. It's like people are used to the old way where it just showed like all the videos, right? Like it showed just in one column, the live videos and the ones you uploaded. But now they like separate it out in columns, and like some people don't even know. So they're like, oh, this person hasn't uploaded, but they've been uploading, they've been doing videos. It's just under a different tab. Nonetheless, that's what I got. If you want to book a personal reading with me, be sure to book one. They are on sale. The link is down below in the description. If you go to the description, click the link, all the details are there, and you can book a reading on my website. I say this a lot, and people still DM me or email me. They're like, so how do I book a reading? Like, bro, I literally gave you clear instructions. Anyways, I'll see y'all later.